go for a ride. This is my attempt to put together a few short videos answering some of the more common questions I get as an arm amputee riding motorcycles again. I'll do my best to keep these videos nice and short, you know, down to a handful, so they're easy to digest. And with a bit of luck, I can string together sentences better than I can ride a bike. We'll start with the easy one. How did I lose the arm? I lost the arm in a motorcycle accident in 1998. I didn't lose it straight away. I got to keep it for about a year. It was a nerve injury, so I'd lost use of the arm. So anyway, they amputated that in 99, just above the elbow. Plenty of other injuries in that accident, but one important note was that I had no external injuries, no cuts, abrasions, gravel rash, nothing like that. I was wearing all the gear, and that kept the meat in the bag. As the doctor explained it to me, had I not been wearing all of the gear and had I not been in as good a shape that I was at the time of the accident, I would not have survived. So +1 for wearing all the gear and backing off the burritos. Heck knows I'm struggling with that last one because burritos are awesome. But plenty of other injuries in that accident. I broke my lower left leg in 3 places and severed the nerve to my left foot. So my left foot didn't work for, must have been over a year I think. I had this floppy foot. But as you can see, still works. What else do we do? Ruptured my spleen, had that removed. Although I got to keep the spleen baby, or this tiny piece of golf ball sized spleen. I think they just forgot to take it out. It's got a blood supply, and it's, you know, it's working its butt off to do whatever a spleen would normally do. Good on you, spleen baby. What else did we do? Deflated a lung from internal bleeding, rupturing a spleen, and another injury, my axillary artery. I've got some aftermarket artery in there now. Led to a whole lot of internal bleeding. Broke all of the ribs on my left hand side, front and back. Some of those ribs haven't healed yet either, so I got a couple of crunchy ribs there. What else do we do? Collarbone. Collarbone is well damaged, that thing. But what makes that so spectacular is it looks like I tried to fix it myself. You know, just duck down to Bunnings here and grab a box of roofing screws and whack him in there with the old cordless. There's a lot of screws in there, and they look like the wrong kind of screw too. Broke my shoulder blade, and no screws in that, probably because they ran out fixing the collarbone. My upper arm, broke my humerus. That's got a steel rod in it now, and a few screws. C6 vertebra, and of course the brachial plexus injury. So brachial plexus, that group of nerves coming out of the top of the spine there, up going the base of your neck. I don't know the exact C number or T number that they're hanging out of. But I damaged, or severed, not severed, what's the word, peripheral, pulled out of my spine, those nerves, some of those nerves. I think I've got like, you know, some left, enough to have partial movement, some feeling, and reduced strength in my shoulder. Enough to ride a bike. I get good counter steer, and enough feedback to know when I'm doing something wrong. As for the bike in that accident, nothing wrong with it, just a broken brake lever and worn down fairings. It was 11 houses away from me, so keep that bike. I thought, no, that's not how you do it, bike. You're supposed to be as at least damages me after an accident like that. Silly bike. I did have a look at the corner. I've been back there a few times. I know the corner. What am I saying? I know that corner, and I know how fast I would have been going, and I would have been complacent as heck, just like I've done this corner 1,000 times at this speed. What could go wrong? And my arm fell off. I did make the mistake of crashing my bike in a fairly remote location. I wouldn't say it was remote, out in the sticks anywhere, but it did take the ambulance a fair while to get to me. That was yeah, don't crash in remote locations, people, because the ambulance, it takes a while to get there, and in that time you might have sprung a leak. Anyway, enough about that. I'll try and explain, do my best to explain the process of getting back on the bike, from getting into shape, designing and building the arm, and all the loopholes required. I'll do my best to explain that in the next video. So until then, ride safe and have fun.